Warning. The following show has not been rated by any official ratings body. Basically, we're too lazy. If you're of a nervous disposition, boo!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to week 4 of Adventure Bastards, and this is our final part of our first adventure, The Haunting. So, this is the final week where we'll have terrible audio, but also we'll finally get to see what happens to our investigators as they explore the basement of the Corbett house. Who lives, who dies? Well, you'll just have to watch and find out. And we'll be back very soon with our second adventure, which is going to be set, it's also set in Call of Cthulhu, but will be Escape from Innsmouth, and everything, that went a lot smoother, technical problems weren't there, so everything sounds a lot better. So, hope you enjoy this finale, and I hope you'll be back with us again soon.
So we look at the we look into the room with the painting. Where is the painting still where it was?
Yeah, it's exactly where you left it.
Are the lights on? Yeah, lights are on.
They're not on at the moment. You can switch.
Is it dark? Is it
light? It's dark at the moment. It's dark.
Light on.
So you start switching the lights on. You can see where any room you go into, you can switch the light on if you want.
It said the basement.
Okay. Check the doors. Check the rooms.
Or which rooms?
Right, so are we just going to feed into each room until we find them, at least on the bottom floor?
Okay, well, I'll tell you now.
Just going on the bottom floor, checking every room.
You don't see any sign of anything on the bottom floor. There's no sign of him around on the bottom floor.
Let's all face it, he's going to be in the shit room, isn't he? So.
I don't want to go upstairs.
I don't want to go downstairs.
Can the bed fit through the doorway?
What? No.
So, okay, well, like if I look through the doorway, so I'm going to fly through the door at me.
I don't think
Right,
it's fair.
No.
we got to go upstairs. We've got to go upstairs. We're safe in the corridor. Just don't go in any rooms. We'll just have to.
Okay.
Right, gun out. Did you get your sword back?
Yeah,
from
she
that
did.
Stupid bitch.
She
Okay.
gave you it back. Don't worry.
Okay, cool.
So you check.
Right, we're upstairs.
You go upstairs. What do you want to do?
Just peek in the bathroom quickly.
Nothing in the bathroom.
Nothing.
Nothing in the bathroom.
Right,
Okay.
open the door into the bedroom with a rapid bed.
You push the door. It sort of creaks open.
I push it with my foot.
It pulls! The picture shows it pulls!
Yeah.
Whatever. You pull. Either way, as the door creaks open, you see a spare bedroom with nothing in it other than the bed.
What a dickhead. Let's run to the bottom room with the... I'm not going in first, though.
Hey, maybe Mr.
What room?
Maybe Mr. The cross room.
The cross room.
You look in
The master bedroom.
You look in the master bedroom. There's nothing in the master bedroom.
Ah, he's fucking downstairs.
You look in the kids' room.
There's nothing in the kids' room.
Oh, fuck it.
Oh.
Why
Right,
would we go
yeah, I
downstairs?
don't know.
Well, what kind of twat would go downstairs?
Right, can we try and fix a fuse box?
You can go do that if you
Yeah.
want. You need to do a roll
I need
for
to
it.
roll a D100.
Yeah, you're.
Am I the only one that's able to fix this?
Yeah, you are. You got a 50 on it.
I'm so
I'm watching
anxious.
that
Okay,
door like
so
a
you
hawk.
fucked break fixing the fuse. But you could push it. But if you push it and fail, you'll probably break it permanently.
Right.
Well, that
Like,
switch on all the switches.
No. Actually, that's a good point. If you it's up to you. Do you want to push the roll and have a re-roll or not?
Well, what's the consequences of we not find out?
You don't find out until you do it, generally.
All the lights are going to go out, guys. All the lights are
What
going
was
to
it
go
on
out.
lights, guys? Do we have any torches or anything? No, that's the first question.
You don't have torches.
I don't think anyone
Just
does.
do it.
Have a lighter. Just do it. And what is the lights going out? We can't see. Because this is night time.
Use the... Just we'll run straight over the back door.
How about we... Let's call the police and tell them what we've heard him screaming downstairs and we've had a look and there's no response. Fuck it, let's get the police involved.
Stay here to guard
Wait.
the house, 'cause I don't understand
I think we should just watch the house until morning.
Yeah, let's ring the police and watch the fucking house.
Either way, that basement's going to be pitch black, whether it's daytime or nighttime.
And the police can go down for us.
Yeah, but I might be able to go and buy something during the day to fix the fuse box without.
You'll get a fresh chance tomorrow, by the way.
Pitch black.
To roll.
What's that?
I mean, you can push the roll tonight, or you'll get a fresh roll tomorrow.
Right. Let's camp out.
And then if he's not phoned Cheryl
in the morning,
we can then. Yeah, then he won't be on our case, and we can take the time to read the fucking journal diaries.
Have they learned anything?
Win-win.
He's gonna fucking die.
I don't give a shit.
Let's be honest, he's probably already did.
Yeah.
Like, if he's dead, he's not paying us anymore, so...
We've already got the money, so...
We're too deep. We're involved here.
Yeah, we need to know what we're against before we push out the limits.
Okay, let's call the police, and we'll go
Let's call the police and wait here till morning.
Oh, we are gonna fucking go to jail.
We're gonna go to jail.
Yeah,
Right,
they're
that's
gonna be
what
like, they're gonna be like, why is this window smashed? Why is this door broken? Your fingerprints are all over it.
Can they do fingerprints back in that day?
You mean this day?
1920s.
If your question is, can the police connect you to this house? The answer is yes, very easily.
Right.
They'll think we're crazy. They'll think we're crazy.
Exactly.
We can't bring the police in.
Right, I say, Jess, we go back to the department, the agency. We'll wait. If we hear from him from morning, then we know something is up with himself.
We stake it out. Let's watch the house.
Because if we see him go in, scream like he's tits off, and then he calls us the next morning, then he is involved. We don't know if he is part of this cult. He might be part of this cult. He might be trying to bait us into something.
How about we watch the house overnight and then go back in the morning and see if he's called?
Right, let's do that. We're doing that. That's what's happening.
Okay.
Adam, that's what's happening. Go.
Reading the books as well.
Okay, you're reading the books. You watch the house.
Fuck that guy.
Out of the night. It will still take you another day to finish reading the books, but you are making good progress. The books, I mean, nights past, nothing's changed in the house. But all that's happening with the books is you're finding a history of a guy who was very obsessed with the Cthulhu, was very obsessed with that church. I don't remember the name of it. You guys write this down before? The Church of Contemplation. He makes a lot of references to visiting the Church of Contemplation, and the sort of the rites and the rituals that were performed there and how important they were to him. But a lot of it's very drivel. But you feel at the same time you're learning a lot of things about what he believed in. But I mean, nothing specific until you finish.
Does this church still exist?
It's closed down, but I don't know where it is.
Anyway. I mean, you could ask around, I guess.
We could go to the library.
We should run back to the agency and see if he's called.
Is it morning?
You can.
And then go and check if this church still exists.
If you want to hang around, you can just phone the agency. Phones do exist.
Yeah.
Oh, can we phone? Oh, okay. Right, can we phone the agency and see if he called?
Who wants to?
Cheryl!
Who's going to talk to her?
I'm going to talk to her.
Okay, well, she's happy to hear from you.
I want a charm roll, just because I can.
Sure, yeah, do it.
Oh, I failed! Typical Cheryl.
She's in a bad mood. Because she has had the family of Mr. Knott ringing her all morning asking where you guys are and where he is, because the last they heard from him, he was coming to see you guys.
Why was he coming?
Why
Did
didn't
they
he come here
explain
then?
why he was coming to see us, Cheryl?
Yeah, because you told him... Because you told her to tell him you would be at the house. You may not remember this, but this is what you said. You said, "Tell Cheryl to tell him we're going to stake out the house." So he went to so he's gone to the house, and now he hasn't been heard from again. And the last thing he told his wife was that he was coming to see these jokers that he'd hired.
Oh, that's not very nice.
We weren't there at the time.
Well,
we're going to have to murder this family.
But you're talking to Cheryl, not the family. Bear in mind. But you're sorry.
Exactly, Cheryl. Tell them we weren't there at the time. We were busy doing other things. We don't have one job on.
We all fell asleep in the car.
You know what?
No,
She doesn't give a shit what you were doing. She's just annoyed that she's having to deal with the family.
Tell her to cover it up for now. Just deal with it.
Tell them we weren't there. We haven't seen him, and we have no idea.
Again, just to reiterate, she doesn't care whether you did it or not. She's just pissed because she's got a busy morning. Because she's a bitch.
Just hang up on Cheryl.
I'm paying you. Fucking deal with it.
She says you're not paying me enough to put up with this shit.
If you want. I bought you a suit, bitch.
Okay,
Just tell her.
Should we go get some electronic stuff? Whatever, electrics. Fuses and shit.
Can we buy fuses?
You can go buy some some pre-built fuses to maybe make it easier to fix.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, sure.
Let's do that and then head back to the house.
Yeah, this is a trivial action. I'm not going to draw out you going to the shop and buying a fuse. Who's paying for the fuse?
I'll pay.
Carla's paying. So this is only going to cost. It's only going to cost like $1 or something anyway.
Man, that's expensive.
Damn.
And you've got a box of 3 replacement fuses.
But none of these fuckers work.
Are we going to go back to the house then?
I'm dumping you out the house.
Anything else we need to do?
Yeah, let's go.
Right, okay. Right. At the house, we're going to fix the fuse box.
I'll just give you an automatic win on that because you've bought the fuses to do it. You don't actually need a skill to put a fuse in a box. So the basement fuse is now replaced.
Right, are we going, guys? This is the end. Like no one's saying anything.
So we can...
Zav with his sword there.
I'm the leader of this company and we are going.
now.
The lights are on.
Right, you first then.
Let's go. I'm going in first. Let's go.
All right.
You go behind me. We're going down Perrin.
Okay. Okay, so...
My gun.
A diet was in the name of my company.
I'm just trying to get
Down.
an idea of what this looks like at this point in time. Okay, so you go into the basement. Sorry.
You should draw it.
Yeah, I need to draw it, don't I? So you're coming down from there. So stairs are...
Anybody else scared?
Oh, I missed this then.
Yeah, right. So there's...
Where, has it been drawn? I can't see it. Where is it?
Underneath.
At the bottom.
Oh,
Underneath it too.
Oh, it's this one horrible room. Oh.
Right. So this is a very smallish room. There's tools scattered all over the place, pipes, trash can lids, lumber, nails, screws, and etc. There's like a small little cupboard under the stairs as well. But yeah, there's a lot.
Is there any sign of any kind of concrete that may have been dug up, potentially a burial or anything, or?
The floor seems pretty solid. Yeah.
Mr. Knott's there.
Oh well, what do you want to look? There's a big pile of crap and there's a cupboard.
What's the big pile of crap consist of?
This is like, yeah, hold on a sec. Do you want to... I just need to check what your numbers are for this. This is a pretty trick one as well. Can you give me a roll, Carlo?
Oh, fuck's sake, I'm gonna die.
We're at the end anyway. This is endgame.
How do you know? There might be another house.
Fuck that shit.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, you don't find anything. The crap's just crap, as far as you can tell.
Why was I the one burying it?
We've got to open the cupboard then, haven't we?
Try to boot it open.
Is the cupboard, is it like body shaped? Or...
What, the cupboard itself?
Body-shaped cupboard.
Is it just a cupboard door?
It's just a cupboard door, and it's actually open. You can just look in.
It's open. What's in? What's inside?
You find, unshockingly, a body rolled up on the floor with blood pouring out. It's obviously Mr. Knott. He's dead. He's just like cowered up in a pile. There's a big like wound in his back, like a hole, like I guess, and blood.
But no one fucking touched that. No one touched that body.
Bring him back. Dr. Zav.
It's not that.
He's dead for like 12 hours.
That'd be a big roll.
Actually, I need sanity rolls from all of you, by the way. Just for seeing this, I need sanity rolls from everyone. Just D100s.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
Yes.
A bit squeamish for a fucking doctor, aren't you?
Do the blood.
What's Carlos?
It's not a natural wound.
I'm not in trouble, am I?
Yeah, you are.
I
Carlo's well above his, and
so am I.
and so are Johnny. So you both need to roll d4s to see what sanity decrease you get. I mean, this isn't a major event, but this is certainly certainly unsettling you. So just roll. Give me a d4 roll each.
Here we go.
So. Hold on a sec.
This doctor. Wow, body.
It's because it's not a natural wound. It's freaking them the fuck out.
Yeah.
I was gonna inspect the wound, but I guess not anymore.
You are very fucking disturbed by this. You know, the thing is, you're a student. You've seen dead bodies, but never someone who's clearly been murdered. You are very freaked out by it, and you don't want to go anywhere near it. So Johnny, you're backing away, back into the corner of the room. You don't want anything to do with this. And
I'm gonna go comfort Johnny. I'm gonna go comfort Johnny and pull him away from the wall.
Okay, as that happens, how does this work? So the pile of rubble starts to shake, and you hear noises, and the banging starts from above, and a blade flicks up out from the pile of rubble and floats in the air. It's a knife is now hovering in front of you, and the knife goes straight at Johnny. It flies straight at you.
Can he parry it?
Can he what? Parry.
Parry.
Can you? So anyway, I need a D100 from you, Johnny.
Let's think of something better than parrying it. Please, let's think.
He uses his arm. You know, he's gonna kill him if he uses his arm.
I was gonna say, there's so many better ideas than him trying to parry it.
Hold on a sec.
Oh, I don't like when Perrin rolls.
Well, I am.
Perrin's rolling.
Yeah, well, I'm the bad guy now as well. So we are both doing.
Maybe I should just try to dodge it. You know.
Well, you don't get a choice at this thing because it's attacking you right now. So hold on a sec.
This is intense.
I bet that's a
Johnny
knife
fucking
that he
died
used to
here.
kill himself. That's a
So
knife
you've
he
done
used to
that
kill
against
himself,
your
that guy.
dodge. We're just trying to find your character sheet. Johnny.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, that's not good news.
Right,
We got a paraplegic on our hands.
This. So D4 plus 2 damage to you, Johnny. The blade goes straight into your shoulder right now. It's just like goes straight into you. Can you roll a D4, please?
Fuck's sake.
Okay, that's but it's plus. I think it was plus 2, so you're going to take 3 points of damage. Thankfully, like the wound is nowhere near as bad as that could have been because it hasn't hit any major organs. So you're down to 9 hit points.
Can I get the first aid kit on the go here? Actually, let's get the fuck out of here.
No, you can't just run. You're in combat phase now, which means the game slows down. So now we go into turn-based mode, and I need to yeah. I just need to work out the order. Sorry, it's
You swimming?
Doing the Matrix or something, I don't know.
I don't know, you were raving.
That too, whatever.
So
Do that, you're seriously wounded.
Oh.
I need to put everyone in order of dexterity now, which I think is Johnny.
Kieran's first on that.
No, I don't think so. I think Johnny is. Yeah, Johnny, and then Kieran, and then.
Oh, Johnny's take.
Well, I hate to start playing that Final Fantasy 9 battle music.
Then Askew and Carlo are about the same, so I'm going to put Carlo last. Okay, so Johnny's had his turn because he's just been fucking stabbed. What are you going to do, Kieran?
I have options in
Well,
regards to.
You're being attacked by a floating knife.
Wait, is it stabbed him and come out, or is it still in him?
Right now, it's in him, but you know, who knows what's going to happen in a minute.
Hold it in. Hold the devil in.
Take it out.
What can you do to a floating knife, man?
It's up to you.
Hatchet. Put it in the
Guess.
So what do you want to
Do
do?
we want to
Mr.
fucking
Knockback.
kick the bunch of trash away and see what's under it?
Oh, so you want to kick at the trash? The only thing that's noticeable, I guess, is a garbage can lid. Other than that, it's just crap, and then even that's crap.
Pick up the fucking garbage can lid. Pick up the fucking lid.
Yeah, get the lid. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay, so that's your turn. I guess is you picking up that lid. That's your turn done. Ask you, what do you do? Sorry, Julian.
Is there anything else of interest in the room?
It's really not that exciting a room. I mean, okay, if you want, do you want to spend a turn?
Find
You
your
can.
path.
There is no. That's not fair. There is actually. Do you want to search the room?
It seems like a bit
Right.
anticlimactic for me to be.
I mean,
So Cal got the shield. Get looking, man.
Oh, in fact, yeah, I'm gonna go behind Kinreal. I'm standing behind Kinreal.
okay, you're standing behind him, but do you want to do anything this turn?
Check the room, man.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try and find some shit. I'm looking around.
Okay, give me a roll.
D100.
Yeah, as always. What did you get?
21.
21. Okay. You notice that the wall to the wall opposite, away from. I mean, I don't know how to describe this, but one of the walls seems very recent. It seems very like the other walls are all very sturdy, but one of the walls doesn't seem very sturdy.
Can I shout that out?
Good
Trent?
thing it's Trent's turn next.
Shoulder guard through. Shoulder guard through the wall.
Our mate's been stabbed in the corner. One of us has picked up a shield. The other one's like, this wall's really fragile. Just driving through a wall.
Yeah, this is amazing. Go.
I was gonna run up to Johnny,
Carlo.
run up to Zav and grab the knife.
Well, it's your go now,
What are you
Carl. It's
gonna
your
do?
go now,
Yeah,
Trent. If you want to give that a go.
Yeah.
Well, that's the logical thing to do. Would be to go and grab it and make sure it can't fly around again.
Okay, do you want to do that?
Yeah, but then like
grab
what happens
I grab it with like my shirt.
Because otherwise that would just make you fly across.
Can you
And I don't pull it out. I just hold it still.
give me a roll?
Make sure it.
Give me a roll, Carlo, will you?
Help me.
Oh, good. Hold on a sec. I need to make a roll as well. Sorry.
Is this good
Fuck
for
off,
us
knife.
or good
Fuck
for
off.
you?
I got you, Zav. Fuck. You stupid fucking dagger.
Stalemate here. You grab at the knife, and you know what? You do pull it out. You do pull it out of
Oh,
Zav.
I didn't want to try and pull it out. I wanted to hold it still so
Well,
it
no,
didn't go
but
any deeper or
But no, but the
fly
thing
away.
is, it doesn't matter
Or is it-
because basically the knife was trying to pull itself free and trying to fly away, but you've gripped it and you've held it, but it's stalemate. You're not in control of the knife right now. You're just fighting against it, and you've basically, as I say, you are at a stalemate point with the knife right now.
Help! Cover my neck!
Now it is our injured brethren Zav's go.
I guess I'll... What do you guys think?
We need to do something with the wall, I think.
Grab the first aid kit out of my pants.
Bear in mind,
Jesus.
while you're doing this, seconds are passing, and Trent is like flailing around with a knife in his hand.
Okay, I'm gonna help Trent out then.
Can you move?
I mean, he's stabbed, but he's not. He's again. He wasn't as the damage wasn't that bad.
Help me put this freaking dagger on the floor. Pin it down.
Can you give me a roll?
Both of us again.
No, not you.
100.
Yes, please.
So say don't get fucking stabbed again. Just like I'm holding it, and it just goes like.
Plunge it.
Okay.
Plunge it into it's in the Mr. Knot, so it's so deep in it can't come out.
That's grim, man. And then when the police come,
and then Trent goes to jail for being a murderer.
Okay. Anyway, I've got some slightly good news for you. Zav manages to not only help Trent, but actually pulls the knife free and actually overpowers it, and the force that is pulling at the knife lets go, and now you're just standing with a knife in your hand, like as if the knife that a minute ago was in your shoulder is now just in your hand, in your control.
yeah.
Is it still struggling?
No.
How fucking strong are you?
The thing is,
I'm like, you're just like.
He is super weak normally, so it was like a fluke. It was a great fluke that he managed to overpower it, but he did. I guess maybe the adrenaline kicked in and it was enough. So
Adrenaline.
yeah. And that means you're out of combat.
Oh.
Yeah. Our first fight, and we did it.
Did it? Johnny's been stabbed. Right, can I get my first aid kit out then and help Johnny out?
I mean, as I said with this stuff before, the damage isn't. It wasn't a serious like he's gonna be like he's lose a leg injury. He was
It's a flesh wound.
What's the point of first aid then? First aid is like amputating legs.
The two hits we've had so far have been really mild hits. If there'd been serious hits, you'd have been very helpful. But as it is, they just need rest.
Okay, let's whilst,
check out the wall.
Whilst I'm resting, you guys can check the wall.
Yeah. How can we like push through it? Or...
Well, you've got a trash can lid. You could bang it.
Do you want it to the
By
wall?
the way, because I was going to ask, because me and Kinreal are okay and we weren't kind of affected by the body, does that mean we can now safely touch the body and check it out?
No, it's a dead body, man. You mess with that, you're gonna get freaked out.
Oh, you don't want your fingerprints on that fucker.
Okay. I'm just checking. I don't know how deep the rabbit hole goes. Okay.
Why did I hire you?
To draw maps and pictures and paintings.
Right, we're checking out the wall.
So the wall, this wall is like boards, but they don't feel like they're like structural. They feel like they've been added later.
Can we just
Meaning
like
they can
smash
keep
it
it down.
open?
So you can. So I mean, what do you want to do?
Well, Kinreal does have a wrench.
I mean, I'm not really sure.
Pick up some of the rubble and fucking grate off the wall.
Yeah, you could do.
Why don't we go back and fix the fuse box? Fix the fuse box now.
The fuse box is
Then
fixed.
We did. We've already fixed it.
You've got light. You've got light down
Oh
there.
shit! Yeah, sorry.
Actually, speaking of that, the light cuts out.
Yeah, can you imagine if we'd done this in the dark?
The light is
The
just.
light cuts out?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck's sake. Well, how many fuses did I have?
you bought 3.
3.
What is it? Just what's happened?
The light just cut out.
The fuse is broke. The light's gone out even.
What he goes?
Okay.
Should we go fix the fuse box?
And yeah, that's actually exactly what happened. He mentioned the fuse box, and then almost on cue, the lights cut out.
Okay.
I punch him in the face.
So, can we not see?
You can roughly. I mean, like you're not completely blind. Like, and there's still light creeping up from upstairs. You can sort of make your way out, but you don't no longer have a clear vision of everything around you.
Right, we still got a hold of this knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've still got it.
Right, so I mean, shall I take that and hold on to it?
If you want.
Well, you've got a broken shoulder, don't you? This seems a bit.
Like, I took hold of it with one hand.
And bear in mind, Zav,
Yeah, true.
Zav
Probably
is
stronger.
your blade guy.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
swords.
So what are you going to do?
Check the fuse box again.
Do you want to just go back on your own, or I mean, whatever? Like, I mean, it's not a big deal, but I mean,
Fuck that.
you're all shuffling back upstairs.
It's not a big deal.
Watch this.
What?
Two stay downstairs, two go up. Okay.
Oh, why would we stay down here? Fuck that, I'm coming upstairs.
Because we need to... I'm praying in case this body comes back to life or something.
Exactly, or it's going to disappear when we come back down anyway, so let's go.
Okay.
No, let's go to the fuse box.
Okay, all four of you go up, and again, you swap the fuse for free. The one that you put in there not long ago, the fuse wire had snapped. You put the new one in, and you hear the light click back on downstairs.
Right, we run down before Julia mentions the fuse again. And we all just run at the door.
Okay, so you're back down. So you're going back down, right? Are you?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're back in the basement with the lights back on, and as long as someone keeps his mouth shut, it'll probably stay that way.
The body's still there.
Yes, the body's
Or
still
it's
there.
not.
Do the police... Do the police
We're-
turn up now?
We're gonna push on this wall. Does the wall move?
Sorry, what?
We're gonna push this wall. Does it move?
Give me strength checks for everyone who's pushing.
Oh, Zav? Okay, everybody except Zav. So you might hurt himself.
Oops.
Oh,
Can't
fuck.
spell roll.
What's wrong with me today?
Oh, muscle man today.
Well, thankfully, after Julian and Trent do fuck all to the wood, Kinreal
Mr.
finds
Charmer walks up.
Yeah, Kinreal finds a weak spot essentially. You two are like pushing away and like, and he just goes up and goes.
And I'm just like,
and just like, and he just collapses through.
like that, guys.
And he's got a big smug shit-eating grin on his face as he does it.
Right, so what do we see?
Okay, so hold on a sec. So there is, you've broken through around here, and there is like a thin passageway here with what looks like another opening here.
Gone out.
So
Is
you're
there
going,
anything worth looking at in this passageway or anything?
I'm gonna go out of game a second for you and tell you that if I was a crueler person, there was another combat encounter here, but I'm taking it out because it says it's optional, and actually I think you guys would be dead now if I didn't take it out. So I'm gonna be a bit kinder and let them skip that. So this room's empty. It's just a
We would be dead.
It's just a like a wall crawl space, I guess, between the walls.
Okay.
So let's go all the way through.
Let's do it. We're walking through the hallway. We get to the opening.
Okay.
Still got light?
Yeah, you got light, don't worry. So you now find the last room.
Whoa. Whoa, this is the boss room.
Right.
Drink your potions, guys.
You got your buffs.
Is that where the guy's buried?
So lying motionless and seemingly dead on a pallet in the center room is a drawn, wooden-looking, wizened figure of some 6 feet, skinny and naked, with ghastly, wide, flaring, saucer-like eyes and a nose like a knife blade. Some sort of chain rests around his neck. He has lost all his hair, and his shrunken gums make his teeth look very long.
This is a body.
Yes, a body, yeah. From him comes a sharp, sweet, churning scent like rotten corn. The floor is earthen, and there is a table in the southwest corner with some curled papers on it. Which I guess they're...
I think this is where
Somebody
we call
hold
police.
the body down.
There's no... You can.
I'm not touched.
He's going to stab you with his knife.
Is this directly below this room here? In theory.
It's below both both those rooms.
Oh, yeah.
I see.
Okay, well, how about Kinreal and Trent keep an eye on the body while me and Julian go read the notes on the table?
Still got that trash can lit.
I've still got a trash can lit.
Point that.
So who's reading the notes?
At that bitch.
Who's where?
Zav and Julian.
Zav and Julian go over to look
Yeah,
at the
I've got my
notes.
gun.
You start to look at the notes. You can see the name Corbett. You can see the name of that church. But as you pick up the papers, they crumble to dust in your hand.
Just let me add, I'm aiming this gun at that corpse's head.
The last thing you could see from them was some kind of horoscope shape, but as you touched it, it's all gone.
Okay. Well then, shall we go?
Can we inspect the body? I think we should inspect the body. Did you see he had anything like on him, or was it just a naked?
He has some sort of chain resting around his neck.
Well, I've got anthropology.
Breaking up a little bit.
I've got anthropology.
Okay. Do you want to?
I guess.
Do you want to try that?
Can I charm the...
Give me a roll.
Oh, motherfucker.
It doesn't matter anyway. If it makes any feel any better, the same thing was going to happen about what you did here. So, can you give me a roll of a D100, please, Johnny?
Oh, fuck. Why do we get Johnny to do it? He's going to get fucking shanked.
Prepare for boss fight.
Yeah.
It's a little worse than that. So, Johnny, can you give me a D6 plus 1? D6, sorry, just D6 then.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so that's not damage, that's the amount of combat rounds where you are possessed. With a knife in your hand.
Oh, fuck. Against a duelist. Oh, this is going to be fun.
He's got a sword, a dagger, and we've got 5 combat rounds with him.
6.
We've got a bandage.
Shoot him in the leg.
So Johnny spins around and starts at you guys. You are now in combat, and Kieran gets the first action.
Do not shoot me.
You can't.
I don't have the gun. So he's not attacked me yet?
He hasn't attacked you yet, no. But he's staring. He's got the dagger and he's staring at you, and you feel something's wrong. I mean, I've probably revealed a bit more than I should there, to be honest. But whatever.
Kieran.
I've got brawler skill, don't I? Can I just fucking like shoulder ram him to the floor?
Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, where is it? There it is. There's the dagger as well.
Actually, to be fair, you're only wielding the dagger. The sword's still on its sheath.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So this is like in the. I was gonna say just like overpower the guy and string him to the floor, but it's individual rounds, eh? Wait, what is Johnny's strength?
Johnny is strength is 60. You can try and subdue him.
That's higher than mine.
I do warn you, my dexterity is 80.
That's higher than mine as well. I'm gonna charm him. I'm joking. Right. I guess. What can I do, really?
You do have a trash can lid.
Yeah, but like, I try and knock him out with the trash can lid.
Nah, you're just gonna fucking break his skull. Look, we need to do this without harming him.
Brisbane at home.
Can we like circle round him?
Yeah, can I just like pass turn?
You can defend.
I don't know
guess.
what to do.
You can defend. I mean, it's not in the mechanics.
Yeah, defend.
It's not in the mechanics, but fuck
The
it.
shield
You know.
eye.
So do you want to pass your
Don't know
turn?
really what I can do. Yeah, I will just like.
Get your shield up ready.
Yeah, I'm counting.
Raise shield.
I'm counting you as shielded with your trash can lid. Ask you, what do you do?
Right, I've got like a psychoanalysis skill. Does that mean I could possibly talk him out, or try and, I've got
Bring
a
back
cult
a
as
childhood
well.
memory.
You can give
Can
it.
I do anything?
You can give it a roll. You can give it a roll, and we'll see what happens. Actually, yeah, give it a roll. Go on.
Lost the roll 20.
Hopefully he'll get possessed.
No, that'll be fantastic, won't it?
No,
instead.
It passes
Okay.
on.
You pass the roll, but just so what I'm going to do is reduce the number of turns that he's against you by 2 So
we see a glimmer of hope of consciousness in his eyes.
So basically, yeah, you appealed, you tried to get through to him. You tried to use your sort of wiles and ways to talk to him, and a glimmer of his own self comes back to his eyes, but not enough. He's still under control, but you've given yourself some ability. What are you laughing about?
Johnny's face when he was pulling that.
I wasn't looking. I was reading the books. Okay, that's your turn.
Right,
It's Carla's turn now.
Right. Do you think it's wise me he touched the body, now he's possessed. What happens if I shoot the body? Or do you think it's transferred from the body into Johnny? Or do you think the body's controlling him?
Give it a
Try
go.
shooting the body.
Plenty of
Try
rounds.
shooting the body.
Drill that body.
Right. I'm stood
He's not
there,
touching
gun
it,
to the head. I was stood there, gun to the head of that body anyway, right on the forehead. Can I just fucking let a bullet in it?
You can fire up to 3 bullets. You get a slightly less chance of hitting with each one you do, but per combat round you can fire 3 bullets.
Right. Well, I was stood at the body.
So you're gonna let rip?
My gun to it, like touching it.
Okay, let me
Yes. 1 bullet right in the face.
Shoot that bitch.
give me
This is risky.
3 D100s, and then we need to do a slap hand. Give me 3. I mean, you got 3 bullets, so 3 D100s.
If you
I
miss,
didn't want to fire 3. I just want to fire 1.
Oh, you just want to fire 1 bullet?
Yeah, just one right in the forehead.
All right, well, okay. I'm just saying, but you can fire up to
Not
3
Johnny,
per round.
the corpse.
So you just want to fire 1.
Well, I might.
Dodges the bullet.
The corpse. Just...
Yeah.
So what you do? Just 1.
Can I miss here?
Sorry?
Roll.
That's not good. That's gonna miss.
Oh no, hold on.
You know I'm like.
Carlos.
can I use a burn cut?
So you've. The bullet can. Well, I've got to see how he reacts to that. But I'm pretty sure you're going to get that.
Body or Johnny?
The body.
I don't like how it's a thing.
Well, he's obviously the guy who wanted to be buried there, isn't he?
Give me a D8 roll. I'm going to say at point blank range, there's no chance of him defending himself. So, just give me a D8 roll to see what damage you do. Oh, ASCII says we're breaking up for him. That's a shame because we're near the end
That
here.
sucks.
You could rejoin ASCII, like just quit out and rejoin. Yeah. Did you do that? Oh, you did do your D roll. You did your D8. So you fire. So and from what I understand is that from your, you just get 1d8. So you have now got 5 bullets in the gun, and he is down from 16 to 12. Okay. So we'll wait and see if ASCII comes back. But your shot.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So your shot is effective. A bullet goes in, blood comes out, and he makes the guy that seemed like a body before now makes a gasping noise of like.
I shoot again.
Yeah, well, no, it's too late now. Shit. Shit. There's something I missed here.
Does Johnny react when this happens? I know Johnny's ab, sorry.
He shakes a little, but the hold on him isn't lost.
Okay, so I'm not hurting Johnny by doing this. I probably should have been a good idea to shoot it in the leg or something first to see if
why
it
did that
like
go through?
hurt Johnny. Just nailed the corpse's head.
Johnny collapses.
I can't roll
Hold
dice
up
for
here.
some reason. Oh, there we go. Oh, there they are.
What's happening?
7. I'm working out hit point charts. Okay. Right. So it is. Yes, you guys have all had a combat round. So, Mr. Corbett, now creaks upright. His bones make sort of cracking, crunching noises as he sort of gets up and he's making wailing, moaning noises, and he's obviously not best pleased that you've come down here and woke him up. You know, everyone likes a nap. So
Popped him in the head.
yeah, the bullet, you're not his best mate right now, is what I'm saying, Trent.
God damn it, Trent.
In fact, you're such not his best mate that he uses his new best mate to have a go at you. So, Zav, can you roll a D100? And Trent, can you roll a D100?
No, Johnny. No, Zav.
The pair of you need to roll D100s. Oh, and actually,
Someone shank me.
are you going to... Oh, and Carlo, are you going to try and dodge or attack back?
Dodge, buddy.
Oh, fuck. Just punch him in the face.
This is difficult. Yeah, I'll sock him one. Not enough to break his nose.
Yes.
Good, isn't it?
Got first aid, Johnny. I'm sorry.
So you went unarmed, didn't you? I assume you didn't fire your gun at him. So can you give me... Can you give me, Carla?
Boxing, man. I've got the boxing skill. Remember?
You overpowered him. Can you give me a D3 and a D4?
Oh God.
Who?
Carlo.
Oops. What? Oh right, I'm stunning. Oh fuck.
5. So, Johnny, you really, really fucking smack Zav. Like you're trying to pull your punches, but he dodges in a way where he gets right in front of your face, and you knock 5 hit points off him. So he's so he's down to 4 now because you just fucking lamped him one. Like it's amazing you didn't break his jaw. But if it makes you feel any better, you've knocked him to the floor, and the knife has dropped out of his hand, and he's just like lying there, barely conscious now. So he's not under control anymore because he's not thinking a lot of things right now.
So we've knocked him out.
He's not out cold completely, but he's a bit of a mess. He's like, blood's coming out of his mouth. He's not in a good way.
Take his weapons away from him.
You punched 5 hit points off him.
I punched him half to death.
Right. So what happens next?
You'll go, Kieran.
I go.
Right,
Right. I'm trying to look at my ability, see what I can do.
You can carry me out of here.
No, it's combat.
Yeah,
You're in
get
combat.
This possessed guy. I'm trying to see what skills I can use.
You got your wrench. I keep telling you this.
I've got brawling skill. I've got I don't know what do I use. Sleight of hand and brawling.
You've only got one combat move, which is to attack, which is brawl.
Right, let's brawl.
You get a bonus.
Oh, not with Johnny.
Yeah, you get.
No, with the zombie dude.
So give me a roll. Give me a roll, Kieran.
Oops.
Hold on a sec. Maybe. No. He gets the better of you.
Oh, if Kieran's possessed as well, we're legging it, Julian.
Oh no, you're actually. Hold on a sec. What's your? We both. So you make a swing at Corbett's reanimated body, and he tries to make a swing at you, and you both sort of miss. Like you're both sort of like idiots, basically. Yeah. Ask you, what do you do?
Grab the knife. Grab the fucking knife.
Actually, I don't have any skill for that. I want to kind
Yeah,
of
so
some
look after
fireball
Johnny.
passages at him. I want to
Well, but what skills do you have? Ask you.
No, frick.
Come on, Julian. Come on, Julian.
Go use your psychic shit on Johnny. Knock a combat turn off.
I thought I'm knocked
He's
out. I thought.
completely knocked out though.
He's not completely knocked out. He's just
No.
on the floor like.
Here's the situation with Johnny right now. He's no longer under the influence of Corbett. In fact, he's probably screaming, "I'm fine," or he's screaming something to that effect to let you guys know. But he's he's screaming like "What happened?" or something. But
with his broken nose.
yeah. He's not in a good way.
I'm gonna try.
Help me!
Yeah.
You're fine, Johnny. I'm gonna try and kind of communicate with Corbett. I want to say, what's wrong, please? Why?
Shot him in the head, man!
Yeah, but why is he doing this? What is your business here, Corbett? I know you built this home.
Why did you make
Tell
me
what's
do this
going
to you,
on.
Askew? Why do you make me torment you so? With no one holding it,
Why?
the knife flies up off the floor. Can you give me a D100, please, Askew?
No, Johnny. Oh,
He's dead? He's dead?
He might be. Hold on. I need to run the numbers.
that's bullshit. I tried to talk me way out.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
Hold on a second. Okay. This is... Okay, so yeah, this is a critical hit. This goes straight in your gut and does 6 damage.
So he's not dead, though?
He's not dead, but he is joining Johnny on the floor in the Cowards Club right now.
Where's the knife? In him?
The knife's currently in Julian's gut, and it is
It's gonna fly out.
it is now Zav's go. You're a bit of a mess, but you can have a turn.
Fuck it, I'm going out swinging. I'm going to take on Corbett.
No, man! I could do it! I've got a gun!
Maybe you got a good point.
Johnny's not getting the better of.
Take the shield off Kieran or something.
Can I grab Julian and try and take him out?
What?
Yeah, because that might kill me.
Take the knife out.
Oh, do you want to go for the knife then?
He's a doctor.
Yeah, I'll go for the knife.
Okay, give me a
You
roll.
can only go for a knife or attack him. You could just go for fucking Corbett.
He's nearer. He's
I'm
nearer
gonna-
Askew. Give me a roll. Give me a roll.
I'm decking Colbert.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna fucking rip his jaw off.
You do a phenomenal grab at the knife, and just as Corbett feels like he's getting control again, the knife is yours, and once again you are totally in control of the knife.
Right, you can stab that fucker with it.
Next turn maybe. That's his turn gone.
Yeah, next time.
Kieran, your turn.
And that's now Trent's turn. No, it's Trent's.
It's your turn, isn't it, Kieran?
It's Ken.
You didn't do anything.
It's
It went Askew, you got killed, then Johnny.
yeah. Then John. No, it's Askew, Carlo, Johnny. Did we skip? No.
I didn't have a turn.
Oh, sorry, I accidentally skipped you.
Skip it.
I skipped you. Sorry, Mike. Do your turn now, then, Trent.
3 rounds into that sucker.
Oh, God. Is that gonna work?
I don't know. We obviously have to kill him some way.
Right, 3 rounds into this sucker.
Give me 3 D100s.
Oh, God. This is gonna get me killed.
Unless you shoot yourself by accident.
Oh, one sec. Lauren's at the door. Be right back.
Oh, the suspense, man.
If I don't come out of this alive, I will be so pissed off.
It's alright. As soon as we defeat this guy, I bet the bed's gonna come downstairs.
Bed is final boss. What I've been
Oh,
loving.
no, not the bed.
I'm loving so far, Askew, is in every situation you do something that gives me a chance to be an asshole.
Sorry about that.
It's alright. 3 D100.
Still my go?
3 rounds into this sucker bugger.
Oh,
Oh,
Shit. Come on, please.
Okay.
yes!
Okay, so your first 2 shots miss spectacularly, but the third one does hit. And what was the number? What was it? I think it's just trying to find you on here. Carlo, so give me a D8. Okay, so 50. Okay, he's still going though. He still looks pretty well healthy as healthy goes for something like that. But we move on.
Dead guy.
Yeah, move on to Kieran.
Kinreal, punch the shit out of him, please.
Kinreal, sorry.
I'm gonna punch him again. Where's roll D100?
Bash him. Get him with the trash can. Fucking boom.
What skill would that be though?
True. Yeah.
Rolling?
I mean,
Would it be brawling or not?
I'll tell you. I'll give you if you use your same skill right now. If you hit it, I'll give you a damage bonus for the trash can lid.
Yeah, okay. What you should do is
You miss
give
anyway.
Trent
You
trash can because he's got throwing skill.
throwing
Maybe
skill.
like
Throw it out.
No, he doesn't have throwing skill.
Captain America.
But
I do have throw skill.
you plunge at him with
Maybe you got gun as well.
you plunge at him with the trash can, and he kind of like moves to one side, and in the panic, you sort of trip over and go past him. It's a little bit embarrassing. It's a little bit comic relief.
We're so clumsy.
It is now Julian Bleedout's turn.
Are you gonna tell him to repent again?
Is he
Can I
gonna?
start,
Is
like,
he gonna?
first aid then?
Sorry,
Is
what?
Julian gonna die if we don't?
No. He's
Can I start like putting first aid on me?
You're fine. You're okay.
you can't.
You're injured, but you're not gonna die.
Yeah, you're not. If you were down to like 2 hit points, then then that's when you need to start worrying about bleeding out and stuff. But 4 hit points, you took a lot of damage, and you're certainly not in a good way. But this isn't really the time to be putting bandages on.
Can we? I think I can talk him out of it.
Oh my god.
What do you want to
I
say?
can't fight.
What do you want to say to him?
I'm gonna try and fool him into thinking we're gonna leave in peace, and then we just drill. So just
And he's gonna stab you again.
He hears your offer, and even though he can barely talk because his mouth is barely formed, his like body is like a shriveled like prune, he is laughing at you.
Hit this guy.
And now it's Trent's go. He just laughed at you, and that's yours.
Thanks, Julian.
Right.
You're
Right.
credit to the team.
Oh, hold on a sec.
I'm gonna club the shit out of this guy.
Please kill him. Oh, you need to reload.
Wait. Just a question. Now that Zav's back, does Zav not go first? Because he's got the highest dex.
No, he's after. I've got a turn order we're going through.
Oh right, sorry. Okay.
Change.
Never mind.
You have 2 bullets left in your
We need
revolver.
to stab him with that knife. That knife is the key to killing him. I guarantee it. Or powering up massively.
Yeah.
So what are we doing?
You've got 2 rounds. You've got 2 rounds currently, Carlo. Trent even.
I'll have to pistol whip him in the fucking face.
You've got spare rounds, but you need to reload the next turn then.
Oh, I keep missing, man.
He can only fire two.
Your revolver rating
only
is
fire
really
2,
high,
that's
by
it.
the way. You've just had really bad rolls.
Oh, okay.
Because your revolver rating
2
is
more shots.
70.
Keep shooting him.
2 more shots.
Yeah, 2 more shots, and you'll need to reload.
Yeah, 2 shots.
Hopefully, if you hit him with 2, and then Johnny stabs him.
Yeah, that's
Zav stabs him.
Okay, go. Roll it. Oh! Oh, well, 1.
Yes, that could be good.
Okay, hold on. Depends what I get. Oh yes, your first shot.
Oh.
Your first shot bounced off the side, but the second shot goes in. Give me another D8 damage roll.
dunk. Oh. Hey, that's good, isn't it?
No, not for damage rolls.
One higher.
You're.
I shoot a guy for 2, but I punch someone for 5. I'm punching him next round.
Well, it's just because you do fire and you finally hit, but you essentially like get a bullet through his cheek or something like that. You know, he's annoyed at you.
Right. Next round.
Zav, you've got the
Go on, Zav.
you've got the knife. You're standing there. What are you doing?
I'm gonna draw.
Sorry.
What?
I'm gonna draw my sword and I'm gonna.
No, use the dagger on him.
Yeah, but I don't know. He seems to be taking control of this dagger, and I don't know.
Why does he takes control of the sword?
That's a good point.
Just go for him with the dagger.
Yeah, it's the same skill with the dagger and the sword.
Is it?
So you'll
Okay.
get dagger in.
Give me a roll. Give me a roll.
Rest in peace, team.
The dagger's gonna go mental here and just like kill us all.
Oh, it's good. It's good. Oh, that's close.
And
It's
like
Johnny dead.
bleed. Where did he got? He got you in the shoulder before, didn't he? And then you got smacked in the face.
Shoulder.
Yeah.
So blood pouring out of pretty much every orifice. Zav leans forward, puts the dagger in him, and as he does, Corbett basically evaporates into dust.
Yes.
He falls down, complete dead, and you guys have fucked him.
You dead? Is he dead?
And he,
Yes!
he is
We
dead.
won.
Um,
I contributed nothing to that fight, but it doesn't matter.
How do you think I feel?
so.
Anyone listen?
So your work done, sort of. You have vanquished the foe of the Corbett mansion. Sadly, the person who hired you was found, crumpled in a cupboard, dead. You do bring the police in, and you spend the next few days being grilled by the police because you kind of are the prime suspect. But you've got the dagger that killed him. You're in the house with him. But they eventually realize that everyone, the police have been around here long enough. Everyone knows the stories of this place. Nobody really believes you did it, and eventually they're just happy just to cover this up, just to keep things off the books. It's not legit, and you kind of feel like maybe justice wasn't served because you guys look guilty as shit. But nonetheless, you're rich kids, so you don't go to jail.
Aw, yeah.
Good work.
Justice
So we all
prevailed.
survived.
Sorry,
We all lived.
We all lived.
and you all lived. There's some housekeeping stuff I need to deal with afterwards about reading that book and things like that. But for the most part, you guys have done it. You guys have vanquished the foe of Corbett Mansion and let the landlord who hired you die. So you did a great job.
There was no
Aw,
save.
yeah.
He was dead long.
I think the true tragedy was Kinreal's suit, though, which really.
Never forgot.
I'm just gonna...
And
Brave man died there.
the first journey of the Adventure Bastards ends.